Hello, welcome back to Handmade by Julia Quinn, and my last card for today it's another standard card to show you, to share with you, and this one has a fun little flap detail, but the colours for this one I haven't changed up for my card to do with you today. I've kept them the same, and the colours have totally been inspired by these cute little flowers that are in the designer series paper. So they just come from straight out of the designer series paper. It's a very pretty florally type card, this one. Okay, so it is I'm using Lost Lagoon and Petal Pink. So this is a standard card, and I've just chopped off a piece up the top, okay, which you do use. You recycle that piece. Now this piece would be here. Excuse me. So in the tutorial instructions you'll see this. So you just chop that piece out, but I've also scored a piece on it as well, and that is going to create your little flap that comes down over the top. So we can stick that on first. Excuse me, just got a frog caught. So lots of adhesive there. Line up that score line with the top of my card there, and that's going over there. Okay, so flap, flap. So that's a bit of fun, isn't it? And the next bit we're going to do to anchor, hide the little mechanics there, is add some designer series paper over the top of that, covering up, this time not using the foil side of the designer series paper, just using the printed side, which has that lovely petal pink. There we go. And then to continue that theme, I've got another piece for the front of the card there. Okay, so keeping to that total Lost Lagoon petal pink colour scheme, and I've got this piece of designer series paper features a lovely tiny little floral design, which I'm going to now stamp everywhere probably. Okay, so these little bits, these are the flowers that are cut from the designer series paper. Oh, I didn't put a piece in for my greeting. Oh well, I'll have to grab. These three pieces are cut from the largest rounded corner rectangle of the Nested Essentials dies, and they just work really, really well to finish off. So it's good to have something that is exactly the same size, so you can put either side of that on your thing. But just before I stick them on, I'm going to stamp this little flower in Lost Lagoon ink. Okay, so one up the top, opposite corners, and I think I've done it for this one as well. So I've just basically continued the theme all around all of the elements of this card, which is the front. This is the front there, and there, and also one there, and one there. Any more? Oh, yep, and another one on the inside here. And to finish that off, I'm going to colour all of those with petal pink markers. But just before I go anywhere, I'm going to get a scrap of cardstock for my greeting. Here. This is a die cut left over from a kit. But all I need is a scrap because I'm going to cut this out. I just raided my bin in case you didn't realise. Oh, that's obviously got a different surface. It's stamped differently. Okay. So I can pop that away, put that out of the way, and now colour in all my flowers. Just using a little bit of petal pink, colouring all the flowers. Okay. Now you can't really tell too much because the colours are similar, and you definitely can't tell too much on the Lost Lagoon when you're colouring with petal pink, but you can see that it's been coloured in And it does leave behind a little trace of the stamping blends really soak into coloured cardstock. So when you first apply it, it actually looks quite wet. But when it dries, it does dry with a little bit of the pink colour, okay? I could have done this before I started my card, I suppose. I didn't think of it. And one more. Another one over here. I hope you're getting some great ideas from these projects. Wasn't Jan's Fun Fold cool? The way it popped up was really awesome. And last little flower to colour in. There we go. I think that's it. All right, now I'm going to put this on here. And to do that, I'm just going to put my adhesive on that bit so I know exactly where it's going. Hold that in place, cover up that adhesive. And this one goes straight over the top of everything to cover it all up. So we're camouflaging all of the mechanics of the card. So this goes straight over the top. So whatever you use, you could use circles, squares, whatever shape you use, as long as you do two, one on the front and one on the back, it's totally fine. And then this one is inside for the writing panel. Okay, it's cool, easy little card really. All right, now, I've got to colour these guys in with my markers. And I'm using exactly as the image has, petal pink for the petals and Lost Lagoon for the leaves, because that's the colour they've used on the paper. And this one, the magic of this Kintsugi suite is that the dies cut out the flowers. So there is a flower outline die that cuts out this straight out of the designer series paper, the same as the dies cut out the vases and the bowl out of the designer series paper. It all has a die that goes with it, but it wouldn't be too hard just to fussy cut these either. Okay, and then the leaves, just in a little bit of Lost Lagoon, light Lost Lagoon I'm using. One does look different when they're coloured in, doesn't it? Makes it, oh, I like the finished, but I mean, the outline is beautiful too, but I do like it. So that's just 3 flowers done, one for inside. Put some glue on there, stick you over here. There we go. And then we're just doing the front now. And I've got these two on dimensionals. Better get them. A couple of dimensionals each. And then I'll cover up those little stalks with my greeting. Okay, one there. And one there. Okay, what do I do? Oh, here it is. Just fussy cut this out. As with fussy cutting, as much as possible, try to keep your scissors still and move the paper around. And keep your thumb pointed to the sky and your elbow to the floor. When I was a preschool teacher, that's the way I taught the little guys to be able to use scissors easily. There we go. That can go back in the bin now. How handy to have a rubbish bin very close that I can use for little bits and pieces. Okay, and there is beauty in your history. And the last bit is to add a little bit of, because of the white, I thought it needed a little bit more white. So I'm going to just stick these guys on. And once again, I should have used adhesive sheet. However, it doesn't take too much longer to stick a couple of bits of glue around. I love these tweezers from the embossing kit. I'd never used tweezers until I got these guys. Watch all the experts use tweezers all the time, and they're so clever, so capable. Okay, and you can go up there. There we go. That's my second standard card complete. Get you out of the way. Not too much gold embellishment going on with this one, just a simple plain card. Making the most of that gorgeous designer series paper, and just a little bit of fun to open up your card like that. Thanks for joining. Oh, and this is my last card, so I'll just show you quickly all of the cards we've made today. So I've got, those are my standard cards, and then my fun folds are the Misty Moonlight and the Old Olive. There you go. There's my cards for today. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you post photos of your beautiful creations when you put them together from the tutorial. Up next will be, in about 3 minutes, Jan again with her next card. See ya.